Hello guys, it's been a while. I know, sorry. But I was testing a few juices, fluid from Pugsy and Nevins. But anyway, that's not what we're here to do today. I'm Shay, D1 Vapes, over in the north side of Dublin. If you're under 18, sling your hook. Thanks everyone for joining me. I'm getting a bit of work done, so there's two lads here in the house, okay? Now they're out in the hall. They're out in the hall at the moment, so I just have to get this done, you know what I mean? But so it's going to be a bit of noise. Now listen, I'll tell you, I've done part 1 of the Vandy Vape Pulse V2, okay? Part 1 is up online, and thank you so much for everyone for subscribing and supporting the channel. It's fantastic. And if you can't see this full review on Instagram, go over to D1 Vapes on YouTube, and it'd be great if you could subscribe. Thanks a million. Now, what can I say about this? Let me just get a cloth. Can you hear that, yeah? Okay, there's nothing I can do. It's going to be going on all day, and I have to get this done for you. Now, there she is right now. Nice little battery wrap on her and so on, yeah? To me, look, I've heard of people saying about scraping the doors. I've heard people saying about... No. They might be scraped. I haven't even looked. I mean, look at the whole big picture, yeah? Look at this mod. You know, I think the drip tip situation is fantastic. I love this mechanism. Rather than going down deep, it's a great idea, and they give you the little coin, you know. You get the 2 drip tips, you get the white and the black. Okay. Now what we're here to say is how it vapes and so on and so forth. Now look, I'm going to take the two panels off, right? Right, plastic, yeah, they're plastic, okay. Is there any juice in there? Condensation. Now, it's not foolproof, because if you don't wick this properly, do you see the way my cotton is? I'll take it off, okay? Now, this tank, it's plastic, okay, but it looks really well on other devices that are open from the side. It really does with the smoked glass. Yeah, believe it or not. To me, this is a great little kit. Now, here we go. It stays in place. I can't, my mind's gone blank with all the noise. So look, that's the way I'm wicking this. See that there? Now there's a little groove there because it sits down on top of it, but it's not choking it. But if you don't do that, the juice gets in and floods. You know? Leave it out a few mil past, and you can't go wrong, okay? Now let me show you now the way I have it. Down like that. And make sure that she goes all the way down. Yeah, because one time I didn't, and it flooded. And then one time my cotton was a bit out. You could see into the coil, poof, and it flooded like fucking hell for her. Okay, so there we go. There she is on the base. Simple enough. Like that, yep. And back on. Now you make sure that you get that O-ring and fasten it down. And off you go. Now I'll just wipe up my hands before I put this back. Have I found any problems with it? No. No, I haven't. I've heard other people saying that it misfires, and I heard one reviewer, and he slated it from the minute he opened the box. I don't relate to that. I really just don't. It's a lovely... If you're thinking of going into the AIO world, You won't go wrong with one of these little kits. And the blue one is nice, and the red one is nice. You know, I'm sort of looking at the blue one and I'm going, should have got the blue one. I'm looking at the red one and I should have got the red one. I'm looking at the black and I'm saying, I should have got the red. But the black is lovely. Down you go, crank that, well, don't crank it down, but make sure she's down. And so on. 43 watts for my vaping at 43 watts, and it's a 0.32, okay? You can either put your black on or your white on. Yeah? We put the black back on. You got all the pins. I have the 4. I had the 3 inside it, but I changed back to the 4. It's nice with the 3, but I just wanted a bit more of it. So I went back to the 4, to be honest with you. Now it's not bad with the 3 on it, the 3 mil. Now I'm not 2s or 1.5s or anything. They give you the 1.5, 2, and then you have the inner chamber for reducing it as well in the drip tip. I didn't even know, they're there, but you know, they're not my cup of tea. Delicious. These coils are PMC as well, PMC in Italy. Amazing. Now, the battery, great. The battery lasts in her. The screen is good. Simple. You get your puff counter, your ohms, your watts, battery. Okay. If you're looking for a little starter kit to get going with, anyone there on looking at the review thinking I might go at this, you won't go wrong. Now, the main thing is the RBA. It's amazing. It's brilliant. The flavour is outstanding from this. Now, you need to get your wicking right, fluff it out, make sure you block the channel, don't let any juice back up. So there's your cotton sticking out. Don't let any juice back in and down the airflow pin. Yeah, it'll flood. And leak. And what else is there? I like the 4. The 3 is nice, you know. I haven't tried them out too long, it's not my thing. I mean, look at that. Flavour is outstanding from this. Okay? From this RBA. I mean, I love it. I mean, it's small. It is small, look. It's a small little yoke, yeah? What will I show you it up against? Everyone picks the billet box. There's the, up against the Advocate. It's a bit wider than the Advocate. The Advocate's, and I like the Advocate. Yeah, the fob. But we're here to talk about this is the my final thoughts on it. I love it. I love it. I love the fact that they give you a coin. You can change it out. It's not a big problem. A knife fits in as well. You know, if you're stuck, if you can't find anything, off you go, and out comes take off your panels, and out comes the tank. I like to take. Sometimes I fill it, but I like to check if it's after leaking a bit, and sometimes it does, and that's through my own, you know, with the wicking and stuff. So you have to be watching it all the time. They're finicky little yokes, AIOs. You know, they're a fucker of a thing, yeah, but they're great. They're great for flavour. They're handy. The yeses are good compared to the no's. There's a load of yeses. The only no would be that sometimes they leak. Okay? You know, and if you want to get into it, this is the one to go for, guys. Yeah, I love it. Lovely in the hands, etc. You know, it's bog standard, but look at classy. It's classy, isn't it? I think it's classy. Okay, guys, I love it, you know. Now, when you tighten it down too much, see the way the barrel twisted? It's not a big deal. It just doesn't face out to you. It doesn't do it all the time, but I cranked it down there. But there you go. So make sure you have it together, make sure you block up your ports with fluffed up cotton, and she won't leak. That's it. Okay. Hope that was a bit of help, guys. Thanks for joining me.